Hey, you guys. Quick little hello from my office. It's so peaceful out here. Sometimes I wish I could live in my office. It has a lock on the door and I have green velvet chairs. I mean, all my books are here. There's no reason for me not to just live here. Okay, I wanted to talk to you for just a second about this idea of having the most vibrant, connected female friendship relationships as adults. You see me post all the time about my friends and what we do together, and they are so integral to my life that I cannot catch a vision for what my life would even look like without them in it. And in it a lot. And so I get a lot of questions from the community about that. Like, they run the gamut from women who are like, I have that too. This is my squad. This is what we do. These are our rhythms. And then all the way to like, man, I'm missing that and I want that. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my little friend squad and some of the hacks and tricks that we use to squeeze out the best quality time with each other. I don't know if you saw, but like last weekend, we had a couple of friends come in from out of town and we celebrated a 50th birthday together. We did a little Airbnb. I also understand that some of this is that I am at the tail end of parenting. 3 of my kids are out of the house and the last 2 are in high school. And so I'm not in the minutia of like parenting littles anymore, and that matters. That's a deal. But hang tight because I've got something to say to those of you who are. On Saturday, me and my bests hop a plane and we're going to Mexico. This is a trip that we planned 6 months ago, and I'm gonna tell you more about that at another time because it was both like a motivational and a reward trip that is really special. So I'll talk about that a different one. But anyway, we're going to Mexico, just girls. And we do that stuff all the time. So for people who are like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you pull off this much time with your friends. Let me just tell you a couple of the hacks that we employ in order to keep our friendship like centered and prioritized. One of them is we are just simply willing to spend time with each other whenever we can. And so, like when our kids were younger, this sometimes looked like post-bedtime. I know that's not convenient. I'm not suggesting that it is. But we'd get the kids down and then say, let's gather on the porch. When the kids were little, that also looked like, let's put the kids down for naps at the same time at one of our houses, and we'd have that time together. So there's ways around it when your kids are little. But we do that all the time. One of the things we do too is we spend time together during a portion of the day that already is going to require energy and work. Like what I mean by that is we're all having to cook dinner. Everyone has to cook dinner. So a lot of times we do dinner together. We feed our families, we feed the kids. We just say, this is already happening. It is on the docket. Dinner is on the docket. Everybody needs to eat. So we'll just kind of gather and be like, you bring this, I'll bring that, whatever. So that's not always, don't think dinner party. Like think random buffet, okay? And so we gather around already prescribed times sometimes. Here's a helpful thing. In our little friend group here, and if you don't remember this, there's 4 of us. 2 of us live on this street. My friend Megan lives 200 feet this direction. And our friends Jenny and Shauna live 0.02 miles behind us on the same street. So we live in this amount of space next to each other. So proximity is a big help. But 3 of us, 2 of us are absolute empty nesters, Jenny and Shauna. I'm close. I'm down to 2 high school kids. But Megan is younger than us. She's 36 and her kids are 5 and 2. And so she's in a completely different parenting space. And so we spend a lot of time at her house. We go to her where her kids are, where their rooms are. Now it's helpful that she puts her kids to bed essentially in the light of day. Like they go down in the 6 o'clock hour. But so we go to their house a lot. I just walk down the street. And so we're like, you're here, we'll come to you, easy. And then finally we just decide to prioritize it. For our Mexico trip that we're about to leave on, we planned it 6 months ago. We saved for it. We paid for it in installments. We're using points. But still, we prioritized it and now we're going. So it's not magic. Like, friends who spend time together, it's not that they have some sort of magical life where it's easy or it's super convenient or it all just kind of falls into their lap. We work for it because we care. Like, it's so important for us to spend a lot of time together and take adventures together and trips together. And so we just make it happen however it can happen. So it may not be traditional, like, oh, we're all going to go out to dinner. We rarely do that, to be honest with you. Ours are way more organic. Like, what would it look like just to live our life together? How are we already spending time and can we join each other in it? What's a weird time of day where we've got a little bit of like flexibility, whatever that looks like. And then finally, like, let's plan. And so anyway, it is worth it, y'all. Whatever inconvenience, whatever sort of heavy lifting you have to do, whatever sort of planning, whatever you sort of push around or shove around or reorder, it is worth it to build in to your favorite adult female friendships. I will not ever live my life in any other way. I cannot even think of what it would be. So, do it. Call your friends, text them, be like, who wants to do like post-bedtime happy hour on the porch? It's pretty simple. Who wants to join forces for dinner? I have half a bag of salad and some leftover meatloaf. It's pretty simple. You want to come over during nap time? We can put your kids down in my bed. Just whatever you have to do to make it work, make it work. It's worth it. It is absolutely worth the investment because I'm telling you, guess what? One day those kids, they actually do grow up. They actually do move out. 2 of my friends are free and clear and I am right behind them and Megan will be next. And you know what we're still going to have? Each other, right? We're still going to have each other and we will have been building in and investing into our friendships all along the way. And so that's going to be our prize. Anyway, I'm cheering for you. And you don't need it from me, but I give you full permission to prioritize the friendships in your life. Make room for them, make time for them, be vulnerable inside of them. Have fun, absolutely, but also tell the truth. Be real, show up true inside of those relationships. Oh my gosh, the reward is worth the risk. I promise you that. All right, you guys, have a fantastic weekend. I will be in Mexico. I will be on a beach with a drink and my friends.